welcome. We're going to start our practice at the top of our mat, just standing with feet about hip distance apart, slight bend into the knees, lengthening the spine and softening your shoulders. Gently open the heart, and if it feels safe to do so, eyes come to a close. Just want to feel our feet ground into the mat. As we reconnect to that natural breath, a slow, steady rhythm of expansion and contraction. Just taking this time to check in, knowing that our dedication and our focus for this particular practice is for our lower back and through our hips. So with curiosity and kindness, just investigate the sensations and the state of this area of the body. Quietly committing that you'll respect and honor any boundary that may be present. As always, you're encouraged to take this time on the mat and use it in a way that is helpful for you. Please just take what you need, do what you can, but be willing to let go of the rest. So we're just going to continue with that nice, slow, steady breath for the duration of our practice. Let's begin to flutter the eyes open, taking an inhale, arms wide. Left hand to the right wrist, and as we exhale, just lean slightly to the left. Soft bend into the elbows, lengthening into the side body. No need to clench the jaw. Let's use an inhale and drop to center, switching the grip. And now exhale, leaning to the right. Inhale, come up to center, and exhale, release the arms, hinge forward from the hips. We're going to swan dive to the mat. Fingertips might be resting on the mat, or we might be hovering. Or perhaps it's most comfortable to take hands to opposite elbows. A nice soft bend into the knees, and we're just going to take a few breaths to sway in a ragdoll. Just noticing. We'll come to find stillness, bending the knees as much as we need to so our fingertips can touch the mat. And let's now widen our stance, bringing feet towards the long edges. Take a nice deep inhale, creating a flat back. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. We're coming into just a gentle straddle. Nothing forced, keeping those shoulders rolled back and down. Lift slightly, take a deeper bend into the knees. We'll keep that left foot where it is. And we're stepping our right foot back to lower the right knee to the mat. Just let your hands come comfortably under the shoulders. That might be tenting the hands, so we're just on our fingertips, or using a block if that's available. Holding the gaze forward. Let's open up that chest a little further on the inhale, inviting hips to draw towards the mat as we exhale. Keep hugging that left knee in towards the body. We're planting our right hand directly under the shoulder. Take that left hand to your thigh. Gently pressing the left knee away. Adjust your gaze if it's comfortable, looking out to the left. No need to clench the jaw. Let's unfurrow the brow. Feel those hips soften to the earth. We'll begin to draw the head and chest to center, replanting the left foot. We're still wide. Both hands are back under shoulders. We're curling the back toes and lifting up the back knee. Let's now straighten both our legs and gently fold forward from our hips. So just adjust your hands to create stability in the body. Feel those left toes stretch to the sky, maintaining the length within your spine. Crown of the head is moving towards the mat. Couple more deep breaths. We're going to look forward, replanting the left foot, and we can either step or slide our right toes up, come wider than your hands. So we're meeting back in that small straddle at the top. Slight bend into the knees. Let's take the inhale to create a flat back. And now exhale, hinging forward from the hips. So option here to keep the hands in front, or if it would feel good, explore taking hands to the backs of the legs, so along your calves or your ankles. Maybe a deeper bend into the elbows, exploring that hinge from the hips. We're not looking to compromise our breath in any way. Releasing hands back in front if they aren't already there. Just a soft bend into the knees. Let's gaze forward. Left foot will step back, lowering the left knee down. So same thing on this side. Just start by tenting the hands or using your block. Right knee is hugging in towards that shoulder. Lift the gaze, look directly in front. Inhale, expanding the chest, and then just exhale, soften the hips as much as it's available to you today. Maintain that space between upper and lower teeth. Plant that left hand directly under shoulder, and now take right hand to thigh. Gently pressing that right knee away. Adjust your gaze if that's most comfortable. And just feel those shoulders soften from the ears as your hips start to sink in towards the mat. Just offering a little bit of dynamic tension between your right hand and thigh. We're not forcing, but we are remaining active. Start with our gaze coming to center, replant that right foot, right hand to the mat. Let's now curl the back toes and lift up the knee. We'll straighten out our legs, right toes high, and use the exhale to just soften gently from the hips, coming to fold. Just stay with that natural full breath. Start to lift the eyes. Let's replant that right foot. Both hands firmly grounding into the mat. We're about shoulder distance apart. Take your time. We're stepping back to meet in a downward facing dog. Just start with feet a comfortable distance apart for you. Maybe pedaling the feet. Feel those elbows rotate to the midline. Chest is drawing in towards the thighs. Maybe you can feel how those heels just naturally magnetize a little more towards the earth. Soften your gaze towards the knees, and let's stay with the breath. Bring our bodies to stillness. And now we're going to widen our feet once again towards the long edges. And let's walk our hands towards the feet. So we're in a small straddle at the back of the mat. And we're now turning our toes out on a slight angle, so heels point towards one another. Let's begin by creating a flat back on an inhale. And now exhale, starting to bend the knees, exploring our variation of a yogi squat. So take the weight towards the heels, feel the triceps press into the inside edge of the legs. If it's available and comfortable, we'll place hands together at the heart center, lengthening the spine, breathing fully. If it feels good, create just a nice gentle rock, moving into the body, exploring where it wants to go. Just notice where you can soften here. Maybe that's the jaw, the shoulders, the belly, or the toes. Come to stillness. Let's start to release our hands to the mat. Straighten the legs just enough that it's comfortable to turn the toes forward. And we're going to walk ourselves towards the center of the mat, coming to a tabletop position. So here we have our shoulders over wrists and our hips over knees. Let's do our best to tuck those elbows to the midline. Just take a moment for a few rounds of cat-cow. So with the breath, as we inhale, we're going to drop belly towards the mat, chin and chest forward and up. And now exhale, rounding spine towards the ceiling, chin to chest. Flowing at a pace that feels good and nourishing to your body. No need to rush or force any of the postures. Last one here. Just coming back to neutral, taking our time to now walk our hands towards the knees, We'll just shift our feet to one side, coming onto our sit bones. We're just going to begin by grounding our sit bones now into the mat. Soles of the feet are together, and we're taking our heels just a little bit further away from the body, holding on to shins or ankles. Let's lengthen as we inhale. Come to fold gently as we exhale. Just noticing any sensation into the lower back. Staying with breath. Modifying the posture or fully releasing from it. It's all about you taking what feels good. Looking forward, let's gently come up. We'll bring our knees together and extend only our right leg long. Draw those shoulders over hips, bringing left knee in towards the body. We're going to take our right hand or the right elbow and hug the left knee. Your left hand is coming behind you, so we can just rest behind the hip. Let's create length on the inhale, twisting to the left as we exhale. We want to think about our sit bones staying connected to the mat as we invite top of the head to stretch towards the sky. Feeling that subtle movement through the belly. Now with an inhale, come to center. Exhale, release the hands, and we're just dropping left leg out to the side. So our right hand is just resting off to the side with our left hand. We're going to take an inhale and reach up. And now exhale, hinge from the hips, taking left hand to the outside of the thigh, the shin, or the ankle. Right toes actively stretching up. Nice deep breath in to lengthen. Let's maintain the length as we exhale to come and fold. That tongue just melt away from the roof of the mouth. We're going to stay hinged, but as we exhale, just release that left hand. Both hands now framing our right leg. Right toes up, deep inhale. Now exhale, once again we'll fold. So we do have the option to remain here if this is feeling good, or we can just slowly roll up, bring that right knee towards the body, hands around the right foot, and we can extend the leg. If we've taken that second option, we're thinking about pressing firmly out through the heel, grounding the sit bones, micro bending the knee, protect that joint. Wherever we are, we'll take one more deep breath in. And as we breathe out, let's release and find our way back with soles of the feet together. Once again, we're just a little bit further away from the body than maybe we're used to. Place the hands softly in the most comfortable position. Lengthen on an inhale. Come forward on an exhale. As long as it's comfortable in the neck, the head we've settled in. We're not looking to restrict in the throat. We want to maintain that slow, steady breath. Looking forward, we'll begin to roll up, drawing knees together and extending left leg out. So our right knee is hugging in, left hand or elbow is going to hug the knee, and the right hand comes behind. Nice deep breath in, and now as we breathe out, we're twisting to the right. Find a nice soft landing place for the gaze. Let the jaw unclench. Using an inhale, we'll come to center. Exhale, release. That right knee is dropping out to the side. So our left hand is just off to the side for some balance. Let's take an inhale and reach our right arm up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Right hand is coming to the outside of that left leg or ankle. Left toes are up, sit bones firmly down. Take a gentle bend into that right elbow and let the body hinge from the hips. We are going to stay in this hinged position. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, just releasing hands to frame either side of that left leg. Explore lifting the chest with this inhale. Come to fold a little deeper on the exhale. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Remembering that we can stay here in the fold. Or if it would feel good on this side, gently roll up. Bring that left knee towards you and then extend the left leg. Hands will wrap just around the arch of the foot. The left heel is pressing away and our shoulders are drawing down. Wherever we are, we'll take that one deep inhale and then slowly release as we exhale, bringing both feet to be planted on the mat. We're going to slowly come down onto our backs, so just support your hands on your hamstrings as we lower. Once we arrive, we'll bring knees towards the chest. Hands can just rest softly on the knees. We want to feel that arch in the back decrease. So we can think about tilting the pelvis up to draw the lower back down, making connection. And then if it feels good, rocking side to side or drawing circles with the knees. Circling around the opposite direction. Let's come to stillness, placing our feet on the mat. From here, if it's comfortable, cross your left leg over right. We're going to lift our hips slightly and then bring both hips over to the left side as our knees come to the right. Option to open the arms wide into a T, maybe looking out to the left side. Knowing that we don't need to cross the legs, we can just stack the left knee on the right, listening to what feels good for our bodies. Slowing the breath. Bring the head to center, and then the rest of the body will follow. If we chose to cross the legs, we'll uncross, hips finding center. And then if we are crossing again, we'll go the opposite way, so right over left. Let's lift up those hips, bringing them towards the right, and then exhale, knees to the left. Adjusting the head if that's most comfortable. To bring the head to center, rest of the body follows. Just bring hips back to a natural position, uncross the legs, and let's draw the knees back towards the chest. And take the knees towards the shoulders, maybe exploring a happy baby, so reaching for the inner edges of the feet, but let's do our best to keep lower back on the mat. Creating a bit of a rock or gentle movement by straightening one leg, then the other. Inviting those knees to come a little wider, actively drawing thighs towards the earth. Bring the body to stillness, gently placing our feet back on the mat, and as long as it's comfortable, soles of the feet rest together, knees drop out, hands coming along your sides, or gently placing hands to the core of the body. As your eyes draw to a close, just taking a few moments to be here in stillness, to offer your full awareness to the breath, to give the body the opportunity to digest and absorb this practice. Just know that there is nothing you need to do or accomplish in these final moments. In this space that you are encouraged to breathe and be exactly as you are. With the eyes still closed, we'll start to guide awareness back into the physical body, creating any movement that feels good, wiggling toes and fingers. When you're ready, just let the knees slowly come in towards the chest, giving yourself a hug. Once again, rocking the body slowly side to side. And when we're ready, we'll roll over to a side that is most comfortable, finding our way to seated. Eyes closed if you can. And then here in our seated posture, we're just resting our hands in the lap or placing palms together at the heart center, coming into a posture of gratitude. With the breath, let's lengthen the spine on an inhale and soften shoulders as we exhale. Thank you for this time. Thank you for showing up on the mat. I wish you a wonderful and peaceful remainder of your day. Please know that the light and love in me truly honors the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you.